Hey guys, I am just coming to you from the lazy station before I start working on my book again. To talk about how October needs to just let me have the last couple days of October that are not some kind of crisis. Um, it's been like the month it's just been insane. Started with my friend being put in the hospital, and then my other friend losing a family member, and then Hurricane Milton and having to evacuate, and then some things going on in my family with hospital stuff, and then the horse lesson being canceled, and just all this stuff that's happened in October. Like, it's not been the best of months, and things have been good. They've been good until last night. October's like, you know what? I'm almost over, but I'm not over yet. Knock on wood, that's over now. So Yachty, our beagle, I don't even remember the last time I've showed him in a vlog. I guess when I showed Yachty's first pup cup, if you want to scroll back to actually see what he looks like. But anyway, he's our beagle. We've had him since 2017. He's 11 years old. He was having some kind of skin allergy, but it wasn't anything serious. So yesterday morning, so we were going to take him to the vet on Monday. Well, by evening, I think it was around close to 9 o'clock, a little bit before 9, I went to go check on him, and he wasn't just itching, but his paws were swollen, his throat was swollen, his nose was swollen, and so that was the point where I kind of flipped out a little bit, internally, I was able to do what I needed to do on the outside, but internally I was flipping out, finding a ER vet to take him to, because my dad was still at work. He had to come home, and it brought up a lot of bad memories of when I had to do that in 2021, when Panda passed out, and started bleeding, and we had to find an ER vet and take him there, and that whole ordeal of, he ended up passing away because he had cancer that we didn't know about, that his spleen burst. So that whole experience was coming back, even though this was a different scenario. That whole experience was coming back to me of oh my gosh, finding an ER vet and all this thing. So we ended up taking him there. Thankfully we have one that's only 8 minutes from us. So we ended up taking him there. And they gave him a shot to kind of stop the reaction. We don't know what he was allergic to. It could have been something that Milton dragged in. It could have been pollen. It could have been any number of things. We don't, fire ants, we don't know. But they give him a shot to stop the reaction, and then also put him on antibiotics because he had an infection from scratching himself so much. But we were there for about 2 hours. We got there about 9, got home at about 11, a little after 11. And there was a lot of other people there too. There was a little poodle that I was petting because somebody brought their poodle in, but then the poodle started feeling better, and while they were waiting, we were petting the poodle. But anyway, yeah, thankfully I'm glad he was okay, because like I said, it brought up that whole experience I had with Panda, and it was this cannot happen again. So thankfully he's okay. He's been sleeping most of the day because he's exhausted, poor guy, and he's going to be on antibiotics, I think, for a week. We still need to call the vet tomorrow to follow up, and also get him some anti-nausea pills because the antibiotics are making him nauseous. But I'm just very glad he's okay. We don't know what caused it. We probably never will, but I'm just very glad he's okay. And it was a much better ending where I actually got to bring the dog home with me this time. So, yeah, I think October just needs to take a chill pill, chillax, thankfully November is this week, and I'm going to say knock on wood, because hopefully November will be better. I am not ashamed to admit that it's not Halloween yet, and I have gone full on Christmas mode. I'm planning on putting up the Christmas tree in my room November 13th, and the rest of the Christmas stuff is going to go up November 18th. November 1st, you better believe I'm going to be blasting some of those Christmas songs. So yes, I've gone full on Christmas mode, but you know what? After the month I've had, I need Christmas to focus on. So anyway, I am also waiting for my sugar to chillax for the rest of the night so I can start working on my book again. I have about 1,500 more words for the second draft before I actually finish the book, which is crazy. Yeah, but I hope your guys' October has been a little bit better than mine, and I hope the last 2 months of 2024 are kind to us and we can end out this year on a good note.